What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Get Real Bass Fishing. Today we're going to do a quick video talking about what kind of reel you should get for surf fishing. Do you need a $1,000 reel or can you get away with a $100 reel? Let's go. So already there's going to be people that are for the $1,000 reel and forget about the $100 reel, and then there's going to be people that are going to say forget the $1,000 reel, go for the $100 reel. So let's talk about it. I don't want to get too much in detail because there is a lot, and when it really comes down to it, we're all choosing what reel we're going to get based off of the finances and what we can afford and what's really going to get the job done for us the way that we fish. So first, let's talk about the $1,000 reel. This is the upgraded VSX 200. If you saw my videos last year, you saw that I was fishing the VSX 200 series, and this is the big brother to it, the upgraded version. My VSX is in the ocean somewhere because it got knocked out of my hands, but we don't talk about that anymore. This is a fantastic reel. I fished it for the end of the fall run. I pulled up a bunch of really nice fish on it, pulled up a bunch of fish in general on it, from the surf, from the inlets. It's a pretty good durable reel, and it's got all the upgrades from the VSX that you would normally put on. So you'd put on that power drag knob, the power handle. It's got a longer handle, and it's just a better feeling reel right out of the package for around the same price as the VSXs were, where you were spending extra money on that, the power knob, on the drag. So really, out of the box, I want to say this is better than the VSX. I'm going to read off a couple things about this $1,000 reel just so I get it accurate and don't say things wrong. So this reel specifically is a one-piece unibody construction, titanium main shaft, enhanced drag knob, stainless steel gear system, machined 6061 aluminum body, and fully sealed body and spool design. So basically, with that all being said, this is a reel that you can beat the heck up. And I did that with my older Van Stalls, and everybody does it with their Van Stalls. You're swimming with it in Montauk, you're getting beat up by the waves, you're getting sand inside of here, so everything drains out from the spool. Nothing gets in, 100% sealed. It's rigid, it's sturdy, it's a strong material. And that's what you're getting for $1,000. You can go back and watch all of my videos. You can type in Montauk fishing, and anytime you see either a dark black metal reel, a gold reel, or a silver reel like this, chances are someone's fishing a Van Stall, banging it against the rocks, and just overall abusing it, pulling in fish, pulling in big fish. The drags are sturdy. So that's really what people are going for the $1,000 reels for. Most people, I want to say most people, are not getting a $1,000 reel because it's $1,000 and it makes them look cool. This is a tool for catching big fish. It is a tool that's going to last. And you go to any of the shows, you go to anybody that is older, they're going to have Van Stalls from back in the day that they were catching 30s, 40s, 50s, sometimes 60 pounders on, and they still have those same reels. So, in reality, if that's the type of fishing that you're doing, go for the $1,000 reel. Because I made a video a couple years ago where I was fishing with a brand new fishing reel every single month, sometimes every 2 weeks. I think the longest one I got out of was about four months, because I was just abusing it. And that's what I do. That's how I fish. And there's days where we were fishing 17 hours and I was fishing with reels, catching fish, abusing it on the rocks, dunking it, getting sand in it, and not being able to clean it out immediately, and just breaking gears. Of course you can replace gears, but also breaking pieces on the reel, and it was just not worth it to have a $100 reel and have to replace it every single month just to get to the same cost as this, where I could have one sturdy reel, guarantee that I'm gonna have something that works every single time I go out. So if you plan on abusing gear, go for the $1,000. $1,000 is a lot of money, right? So most of us aren't just gonna, oh, Paulie said get a $1,000 reel, we're gonna do it. There are different models. This one happens to be the VSX2 200, so this is about $895 on most places, maybe 900 bucks, plus tax, shipping, all those things. Then you can put a lot of line on here because it carries a lot of line, like most of these surf reels. But there are a bunch of different models from Van Staal, and they are reliable. There have been some cons to some of them, but they've improved, and most of them, if not all of them right now on the market, are pretty reliable. You can get the VR series, which are about $300 or $400 cheaper than this. It's not made to the standard of a VSX2, which is why it's a little bit cheaper, but they are still sturdy and beefy workhorses of reels. Most local tackle shops are going to have Van Staal, so you don't have to spend, I don't know, $25 from Bass Pro or something like that to get yourself a reel. But most of the tackle shops have them. Feel what you like, put it on a rod that you're using or something similar. That way you can get a feel. Like sometimes, like Erica has a VSX 150, it is way too small for my hands. So I don't fish the 150s. I fish the 200s. And really on Long Island, you need a 200 or a 250. I think they go up to 300 or maybe 350, but really that's a big heavy reel for something you don't really need. If you play fish correctly, you can get away with the 200 or the 250. But if you got tiny hands, maybe go for a 150, especially in the VSX2 series. They're kind of bulky, a little bit bigger, a little bit further from the reel seat too, so you can get away with those smaller ones. Just pay attention to your drag and what line you want on it and what rod you're putting on it. So that's all the things that go into that. But that is the breakdown of the $1,000 reel. And I kind of feel like maybe I should have started with the $100 reel, because now what do we say about this? So it works. I've had this reel for a couple of years now, and if you maintain it and get the line out of the way, if you maintain the reel, it's still super smooth and it's gonna get the job done. So if you are not abusing reels, you're not swimming with them, you're not hitting them on the surf, you're dropping them in the sand to release a fish, if that's not what you want, then get a $100 reel or a $150 reel or a $200 reel. There are so many good surf reels up until the 300 mark where you can get, that's a crazy bird, where you can get a really good surf reel for $150, $200, $250, and you don't have to spend the $1,000. What you're looking for is a reel that is made of good material for the handles, for the body, for the main shaft. You want a good drag system where if you're putting line on it and you have a big fish on it and it's pulling, you don't want something that's going to be really jaggedy to where it could possibly snap, get stuck in here and just pop. But I mean, $100 reel, this is a Daiwa BG 500. I've got two of these. I've recommended these to people, and as long as you take care of it, this reel is going to last you and it's going to catch fish. Like I said when I was talking about the $1,000 reel, if you happen to get sand in it, you're going to want to rinse it out as quick as possible. Keep some screwdrivers inside your truck, keep some fresh water, keep some grease. You can go to a local gun shop. They sell these little tiny cloth rags that you clean the barrel and the bore of the gun, but you can use that, keep it in your truck, open up the reels, clean out all those pieces, get all the sand out, Q-tips work, and then put it back together with some grease, oil it up, and you should be brand new with a functioning reel. But that's really the only downfall to fishing the lighter, the cheaper, less expensive reels, is the higher maintenance on it. Like, as long as I rinse this bad boy down, I know I'm pretty good for the next day. Here, you might start to feel a little tension, or you might start to feel a little grind and there's a piece of sand in there, so you gotta open it up and make sure it's clean so you don't break teeth on gears and stuff like that. But in reality, it's like everything. If you spend more money, it's gonna be more convenient and it's gonna work out for you if you just abuse it. So that's really all I wanted to talk to you guys about, because there are some spring sales going on. There's some reels. I'll link this reel. I'll link a couple more reels down below in the description of the video. I'll link this reel down, so if you want to look into the specs a little bit more, look how much line is on there, the drag. I'll link some videos where I'm fishing with both of them down below, just so you know that I'm not just saying I fish with this one. I've had my dad fish with this, my brothers, everybody fishes with this reel, and we take care of it and it works, and then we just completely abuse that. But if you're looking to get a reel, you know your budget more than I know your budget, and you know the way that you're gonna fish more than I know the way that you're gonna fish. So these are my 2 recommendations. I hope it helps, and I hope that this year is a great season for everybody. I can't wait to hear all the stories about all the big fish being caught. If you guys want to purchase anything, every link for anything I ever use, whether it's waders, gear, terminal tackle, lures, reels, rods, line, hats, sunglasses, everything's going to be down below. And don't forget to look at those discount codes, because FROGGTOGGS gives you 15% with the code down below. 6 cents gives you 10%, and Waterland Sunglasses gives you 15% using the codes down below. But with that all being said, guys, thank you for watching. Stay real, smooch and release, and have some fun on the water. We'll see you next time.
Without my love for the ocean,